This is the first prisoner to leave Guantanamo Bay since Donald Trump took office. At its height, the facility held 780 detainees. Now 40 remain. Ahmed Hazza al-Darbi has been in U.S. custody since 2002. He says he was tortured at the notorious U.S. facility in Bagram, Afghanistan, before arriving at Guantanamo. He admitted to aiding a suicide attack on a French oil tanker near Yemen in 2002. But under the terms of a plea deal he reached, he was supposed to have been released into Saudi custody by February the 20th of this year. That did not happen, which raised questions as to whether Donald Trump would refuse to reduce Guantanamo's population, having vowed repeatedly to repopulate the detention camp.
I am asking Congress to ensure that in the fight against ISIS and al-Qaeda, we continue to have all necessary power to detain terrorists wherever we chase them down, wherever we find them. And in many cases, for them, it will now be Guantanamo Bay.
The Pentagon also announced on Wednesday it had sent guidelines to the White House for future prisoner transfers to Guantanamo. However, the Defense Secretary, James Mattis, and others have said not to be keen to use what even George W. Bush had eventually to concede was a propaganda tool against the U.S. Others say the reason to close the facility down is it's simply unlawful to keep prisoners in indefinite detention without a fair trial. Al-Darbi has 9 more years to serve of his 13-year sentence in Saudi Arabia. In a statement relayed through his lawyer, he said, quote, "My words will not do justice to what I have lived through in those years and the men I leave behind in prison. No one should remain in Guantanamo without a trial. There is no justice in that." Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera.